guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are doing a special theme team run versus the Legendary Vegeta event. This one was recommended by Derek to me on Twitter, one of my good old whale followers, always got the good teams for Chain Battle, but when I started doing my 200% videos, I was asking you guys for other stuff that you think would be cool to see, and he sent me a screenshot of this exact team. So it is technically a Vegeta family team, but all of the units except for Majin Vegeta are crossover. So we do have 4 Heroes units on the team. So God Trunks should be kind of interesting on this team, right? Because obviously he needs Heroes allies to be at his best, and we do have 4 rather than like a whole team of 6, so it'll be interesting to see how good he is. Same with these 2 Mars Saiyans. The Vegeta one, the Black Mars Saiyan, is actually under the 200% leader skill, and I haven't used him on under the 200% lead at all. Now him and the Dark Mars King ideally both need to be on rotation with another Heroes unit, so obviously we're going to run them together as a rotation. And then I guess we'll probably have God Trunks on rotation. I do want to float the Xeno Vegeta because obviously he is the 40% support for Vegeta family. But as I've spoken about in a couple of these 200% showcases where we keep using him on the team as a support unit, we only have to get like 1 or 2 super attacks off on him, and we potentially could just leave him on main rotation and he would still be perfectly fine. So obviously we have a Trunks on the team, so Majin Vegeta has his full passive, so we can get the 6 orbs there to get his full damage reduction. So even though mine is only 55%, mine is full level 10 links now, so he should be perfectly fine. 3.2 linked up with God Trunks. They don't have a huge amount of links. They have like Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan. I think, does God Trunks have Royal Lineage? I should actually double check next time around, but this rotation is going to be the one that is very, very good for us defensively, because not only does the Dark Mars King guard, he gets a huge defensive buff when he takes his first hit of the turn, and then he does heal based on the damage that he does as well. So we are going to be able to keep topping our HP up a little bit. And then obviously him and the Black Mars Saiyan, they work very well together in terms of links. 3.73 for Black Mars Saiyan is pretty good. He gets a lot of his stats on Super, so he is like only really great in slot 2 or 3. So this rotation with Dark Mars King in slot 1 and Black Mars Saiyan in slot 2 should work out pretty well. It's definitely not the most powerful combination we could obviously run on this team, but I'm definitely very interested to see what they're going to do with the Easy A's for those 2 units, because obviously they could potentially be among the units that Easy A this year, which would be very interesting to see what they actually do with them. So go ahead and grab this. We should actually finish off the turn here with just the God Trunks, but he's still putting out a 3.86 without support. Pretty good. Obviously he has a built-in chance to crit, which we get. He does have the full additional for me, but of course additional normal attack was not quite enough, so we have to get supered when Vegeta has a tiny sliver of health, because of course we do. And we finish him off with a type disadvantage normal attack from Majin Vegeta. That's how little HP he had left. But this is a good setup here. We can get a nice bit of HP back with Dark Mars King. So this run shouldn't be too difficult. Obviously the big problem is just going to be when we get to the final phase, where we have the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. For example, if he like super attacks the STR Trunks without an item active, we would take a lot of damage. Trunks does get bonus stats when there are crossover allies on the same turn, so this is going to be one of his best stats. Using him as a 3rd slot floater, in fact, this is obviously the best rotation that he can float in on. And of course the Black Mars Saiyan is the one that takes a super attack here with type disadvantage. But we are going to trigger the support memory here. I always bring the 17 and 18 one for these longer events. But yeah, I guess I could just float off Majin Vegeta now, because yeah, look, Xeno Vegeta has 320k defense already. So I can do this. We get a good few links with him with God Trunks, and then of course he picks up Fierce Battle from Majin Vegeta in the final slot as well. Majin Vegeta doesn't really need his full damage reduction here because we already have type advantage, So we should be looking pretty good. And now, if we just leave Xeno Vegeta on main rotation, his attack and defense are going to get up to some pretty crazy levels, because he greatly raises both attack and defense on each super attack. So obviously he's able to build up pretty quickly. And then yeah, 4.7 for God Trunks on this turn. Pretty good. So he's going to finish off Super Vegeta here. And we can go on to the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, who is STR. So I think it probably makes sense to do this, because then we can, any little bit of damage that the Black Mask Saiyan takes, we can heal back with the Dark Mask King. And then we're not quite able to get the 6 orbs of Majin Vegeta, but he is going to get to super attack first. We did get 3 orbs, so he's got that defensive buff. So he should be still looking very good defensively. Black Mask Saiyan taking the super isn't too bad here, because we do have type advantage. It still takes 120k though. He definitely not quite as good as the Dark Mask King. Dark Mask King's not very good at putting out damage, but much better defensively. So it'll be interesting to see with their EZAs if they do the same thing they did with the Xeno, Goku and Vegeta, where Vegeta was more defensive based and Goku was more offensive based, and then when they awakened them, they made them both, like, you know, infinitely stack both attack and defense. It'd be very nice to see if these other Mars Saiyans do get EZAs, them stepping up the defensive power of the Black Mask Saiyan, and then obviously the offensive power of the Dark Mask King. They're always very, it seems like we know from previous EZAs and stuff, especially like Tech Super Boo, they are a bit worried about units that can heal you quite a lot. A bit worried about making them too powerful, and obviously because the Dark Mask King, he guards, and after he takes the first hit of the turn he has really good defense. They're probably not going to make him too powerful, because he heals based on the damage that he takes. And since in most events, especially with EZA stats and everything, he's going to be tanking really well, he's obviously going to be a great utility, because he's going to be able to heal you so much more than the damage that he then actually takes. So he will definitely be very useful. Now the fact that they link up so well together for Ki is really good here, because then we can drop the orbs down like this and make sure we get 6 orbs for the friend Majin Vegeta, who is Rainbow. So we are going to be looking good here. Did not realise we were quite at the point of getting the Dokkan attack, so it is a little bit disappointing that we're getting it with the Dark Mask King. The other rotation would have been perfect, because, I mean, even if we had to get it with Xeno Vegeta, he's going to hit harder than the Dark Mask King. But we would have been ideal if we could get into a situation where we could have gotten the Dokkan attack with God Trunks, because then obviously him getting the crit, if we'd hit all the nodes for the full damage multiplier, he would be doing some pretty serious damage, whereas obviously the Dark Mask King here not really doing a huge amount. We are, of course, though, we did bonus damage because of the Dokkan attack, and he heals based on the damage you do, so we got a very significant heal off of his super attack there. And then, of course, at the start of the next turn, we are going to get the heal from the actual Dokkan attack as well. But, I mean, you can see the Black Mask Saiyan starting to take pretty significant amounts of damage, even from, like, a normal attack from this guy, so definitely not great here. We did get all of our orbs and everything, so we shouldn't, yeah, look at that, double-digit damage on the Rainbow Majin Vegeta, that's what we like to see. And then the Dokkan attack effect, yeah, as expected, gives us full HP here, basically. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, they should connect up all of these in orbs correctly, and we're able to get a lot of same type orbs here again as well. So very good, because my Majin Vegeta is only 55%, but getting the 6 orbs and super attacking first and everything, he's going to be perfectly fine. Xeno Vegeta's defense is going to be ridiculously high at this point. I should remember to do a defense check at the beginning of the next turn. But if Trunks can get a crit here, 4.7 million on his attack stats, so sadly we do not get the crit. We get the additional though, let's go, 4.96, come on, give me that. Give me that sweet crit. He's got the 50% chance in his passive. There we go. If both had been crits, he would have taken them out. But yeah, God Trunks still very good. Like I say, we only have 4 Heroes units on the team, including himself. So he is missing a little bit of the buff that he could potentially get for his full potential on like a full Heroes team. But still very good. And then we should be able to, here with this combo, finish him off this turn whilst also healing up from the Dark Mask King, as long as he's on super in slot 1. Perfect. Yeah, see, Dark Mask King still able to take double-digit damage. We do have the support from the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, but yeah, 3.35 on the Black Mask Saiyan, so he should finish him off. And now we can move on to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Sorry, just normal Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, the physical one. So what is our defense looking like now on... yeah, 568k for Xeno Vegeta. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and I want to try and get all of these orbs to drop down, but I'm trying to keep all the tech ones connected if possible, but I think this should drop them down into place. Perfect. Shall we use... I think we will go ahead and use the active skill here, because we are fighting a physical enemy, so getting the guaranteed crit would be very nice. Definitely never get tired of seeing this, it's pretty awesome. I think I forgot to change it back to English though, but still, very good. So not only do we then get the crit off of that, it does obviously mean the rest of our attacks for the turn are guaranteed crits. So yeah, we should be all good. Even if we get super attacked in slot 1 on Xeno Vegeta here, he's got 500 odd K defense, and now that he's getting to super attack again, he's going to be well over 600k defense now. So sadly no crit though, so he's not doing damage, but God Trunks 4.7, yeah. If God Trunks can come through with the crit here, the fact that Majin Vegeta is going to get the guaranteed crit, so we are going to do some very nice damage this turn. He dodges the additional from God Trunks, and then 4.8. Obviously this is not the best turn for Majin Vegeta, just having him as like a third slot float on this team, but he's obviously only here for the leader skill. And look at that, the friend coming in clutch with the additional as well. You see that attack stat jumping up to 5 mil. This is exactly the turn where you want to get an additional super, the turn where you've used the active skill. Because now with him double supering and the fact we got 6 orbs, even this should do like double digit damage to us. Even though it is a physical super attack. Yeah, 27 damage. So, yeah, pretty good. Now, I need to be a bit concerned about the Black Mask Saiyan, so I am going to go ahead and pop a Whis here. Because I do have a horrible feeling that he could potentially take a lot of damage this turn. But we are able to get the orbs for my 55% Vegeta, so with the Whis in play, we shouldn't really take any damage this turn. Dark Mask King can top off our HP a little bit. He won't do a lot of damage, though, obviously, against this Vegeta because of the type disadvantage. 2.68 on Black Mask Saiyan. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to the most with the Heroes celebration this year. Obviously, new units are always hype, but now that we, with the debut of them doing them last year, now that we know that we can get Heroes units Easy A's, that's one of the things I really am looking forward to for this year, is seeing all the Easy A's. Because some of the older units that really need it, but like, kind of still have potential now, but are just obviously aged out a little bit, which is units like the Sealus. Sealus is a really solid unit. It's got like a really solid blueprint for how his card is designed. So just by giving him Easy A stats and like SA 15, he's already going to be a lot better than he is now. But hopefully, obviously, his Easy A will give him something special as well. And then he's going to be really good. He's on a lot of good teams like Terrifying Conquerors, Transformation Boost. He's going to be really good. Great Saiyaman 3 will be really interesting because obviously he is a counter unit. Technically, Great Saiyaman 3 is Trunks, so he is on Vegeta family. Doesn't get the 200% leader skill, but he would be a very nice addition to this kind of team if he gets a really solid Easy A. Then there's the 2 Xeno Super Saiyan 3s. I mean, after getting his Easy A, Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku could, like, actually unironically be one of the best defensive units in the game, which will be really, really interesting to see exactly what they do. But this is where it does start to get a lot tougher, because look at all these attacks piled up in these slots. Like, judging by the previous phases, like, Black Mask Saiyan is going to take, like, over 100k from normal attacks, which means even if none of those attacks in the middle are supers, we probably would die. So I think we have to go ahead and activate the Whis here. So we'll do this, drop down these orbs. But apparently that does only make 5. This is the Rainbow Friend though, so with the item active, the fact that he's just going to get the defense buff and then defense buff from his super attack as well. The defense buff from the 3 orbs and the defense from his super, so he should be okay to tank. This last part is actually where it is going to be the hardest, because we've got a couple of these units like the Black Mask Saiyan. Yeah, see, even with a Whis active, he's still actually taking damage, so him getting super attacked would be very unfortunate. The problem we're going to have is with the items that we have, which we kind of have to use, right, to keep that rotation protected. We have to be able to kill him before we run out of the items. So hopefully we need to get a good run here. I mean, Xeno Vegeta, we can use this again, which I think we probably should. Can I actually get 6 orbs though? I guess I could try and get all those physical orbs to come down. Let's see if we can do this first. So we do this. Okay, that makes the connection there. So if I just grab this one for you. Alright, perfect. And we have the Whis active, so let's go ahead and use the second final explosion. Like I said, I don't get tired of seeing this. Sometimes you guys will have to let me know what you think. If we're going to use like the same active skill multiple times in a video, do you want me to skip like the second and third usage? Because obviously in an event like this, I'm probably going to end up using both Martian Vegeta's final explosion, just because it helps out. Not only do we get to deal a little bit of damage now, but obviously it means our attacks are going to be guaranteed crits, so we're going to be doing that little bit of extra damage. This would be the perfect turn for some additional supers, especially from our boy God Trunks, because he can really dish out the damage if we get some additional supers here. Because we've got type advantage, so he's already going to be doing solid damage even if he doesn't crit. But this is where we kind of want to speed up the process here as much as we possibly can. Because I think what I'm going to have to do next time, I should have thought about the item choices a bit more, because I basically just brought the same normal item setup that I always bring for the Vegeta event, but we've been doing a very good job at like regenerating our health like every time we've taken a bit of damage. So the Princess Snake, I don't know if that was the best choice for the secondary item, although he did do a decent chunk of damage to God Trunks, so we can just go ahead and Princess Snake at the start of the next turn. And then as long as we make it through this turn okay, which we actually see. Now this Trunks, he is going to have really good defense after he supers, but is it going to be enough to live a super attack from Blue Evolution Vegeta with a Princess Snake active? Hopefully it will, but I guess we are going to have to find out firsthand. So if we die here, we die, and I'll keep it in the video. It was a recommended run. If we don't make it, we don't make it, but it definitely was an interesting team build. The Dark Mask King holding his own, but Black Mask Saiyan a little bit of a liability. Like I said, very excited to see what their Easy A's will bring, but they definitely held the team back a little bit. Now this Trunks, post super attack, his defense is very, very good. So with the item active, normal attacks, yeah, he's taking double digit damage. So would we live a super? I feel like we might, especially if it's not right at the start, right? Because he lowers defense. So are we going to survive this? Come on, Trunks. Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. Show me what you got. 350, let's go. Alright, so we live to fight another day, and we have 811k defense now on Xeno Vegeta, so we're going to go ahead and do this. I don't think we even need to heal, because it's impossible for Xeno Vegeta to take damage, and then with the 6 orbs and, you know, all the defense buff and the supering and everything, it's pretty much impossible for the Rainbow Martian Vegeta friend to take damage. So this actually works perfectly for us, because if we don't kill him this turn, we still have a Princess Snake that we can use next time. But hopefully this combo of God Trunks and Rainbow Martian Vegeta, come on, let's finish this off here. Pop out the Soul Calibur for 2.3. We didn't get the additional, come on. We started under the 88% HP though, so 6.1 for Martian Vegeta. Doesn't get the crit, and we get an additional normal. So yeah, I guess we need this one final turn. This is going to be the one with... Yeah, this is going to be the one with my Martian Vegeta in slot 3, so... Worst case scenario, I guess my Martian Vegeta finishes him off if he hasn't died before then. So we'll use the final item. This is just to make sure that Black Mask Saiyan doesn't get absolutely destroyed in the back end here. and then we can get the 6 orbs for you as well. So, like I say, worst case scenario, Majin Vegeta, my 55% level 10 links Majin Vegeta there in slot 3 should get the finishing blow here, unless we see any like crazy dodge shenanigans or anything, because I don't think Black Marseillan is quite going to be able to do enough damage. 2.68 for him, so no crit, and we get the additional normal attack. Additional super attack crit probably would have been enough to finish him off. So yeah, look at that, 28k even with a Princess Snake active. But Majin Vegeta going to be able to come in and finish him off here. Didn't dodge, so wow, okay, never mind. Okay, wow. I guess we get to see one final turn of monstrous defense Xeno Vegeta. Because this is my 55% level 10 links Vegeta, 11k with a Princess Snake active. That is it's pretty good. So what are we looking at for Xeno Vegeta? 824k defense. That is that's some pretty good defense right there. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then we'll obviously finish him off here. So shout out to Derek for this suggestion. Like I said at the start, if you guys have any ideas for like themed teams or anything like that that you guys want to see, whether it's in specific events or not, like, you know, making a certain category that can run a Super Battle Road stage, you know, like Kamehameha team on Goku's family, that's one that I've done in the past, like full Gotenks team on Hybrid Saiyan, stuff like that. These are some ones I've done in the past. If you guys have any ideas like that for stuff you want to see, make sure you let me know. I'm still working my way through a bunch of the 200% showcases, but I always like doing these fun, like themed team kind of battles. So if you guys do have any ideas for anything like that, let me know down below in the comment section, and if I see any that I think would be cool, then I will quite happily make those into videos. So this was the full Vegeta family crossover team using the Majin Vegeta lead. I think only Majin Vegeta and Black Marseillan were actually getting the 200% leaders go, and Xeno Vegeta, of course. But yeah, pretty decent run. We made it through to the end, so very happy with that. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.